Hi, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I'm Miss Atikah. It's good to see you here. Today, we are going to go to do the last part in the new SPM format for English, SPM 2021. And let's take a look for the last part. The third part, paper 3, speaking 1119/3. For speaking test, there will be three parts. 1 plus 1 candidates. There will be only 2 candidates for this part. When I go through this section, it reminds me how similar it is to Moet, and it is also very similar to what you did in PT3. So if you can see the way it connects from the continuous flow, the continuous format that it carries from lower secondary to upper secondary, and then to when you take STPM, it is the same. So interlocutor is the one who asks you question, and the assessor is the one who assess, check, monitor everything in the room. The assessor will not say anything like zip, but the person will monitor, will observe everything that happens in the room. For part one interview, two questions on personal information. For part two, there will be longer turns where you have to respond to rubric individually, and then you have to answer a question each based on friends' responses or topic. And for part three, there will be a discussion where you go further into more specific topic, where it tests you on your lot of HOTS question. HOTS question mean HOTS mean higher order thinking. So there will be a lot of analysis, a lot of giving opinion, giving reflection, responses. So it's a paired discussion and extended discussion task on, as I said here, HOTS. Okay, before that, if you can see here, the first one is the easiest part. Part two, you will go further, it take longer time, and there will be more questions asked. And then part three, a discussion, there will be more, the topic will be on more serious issue or more challenging. So speaking test arrangement, the appropriate arrangement of the speaking test examination room layout is illustrated below. So if you can see here, there's a picture showing that how the candidates and the interlocutor, the candidates, they will be sitting on the same table, and then two candidates will be facing the interlocutor. There will be a sign for candidate A and then a sign for candidate B. So you have to sit accordingly. And then next to the table is that the table will be slightly near enough to the interlocutor. Interlocutor should sit in front of the two candidates who are set as side by side, di bersebelahan. The assessor should sit to one side near enough that they can see and hear everything clearly, and take mark sheets from the interlocutor without moving from their place. So you can imagine that the assessor will be macam kat belakang sedikit, so where macam the angle where the assessor is seated, it is strategic enough where one can observe the overall setting that happens in the room. So dia akan berhatilah, and then the interlocutor will submit the mark sheet to the assessor. That's how it is arranged. You will not know if you are candidate A or candidate B. It is assigned to you, so remember that. And next one, okay, this is interesting. Before, during, and after speaking test, no pen and papers are allowed in the test room. You can bring nothing. Everything will be prepared in the room. The question will be in the room. And then you can't even write anything. during the test. So this is what makes it a bit more challenging. So it means that you will be only given a set of question. You have to observe the question, and then you have to read and think without writing anything. So it's a bit challenging. And what an interesting process we can see there. The speaking marking criteria, the three analytical criteria, which is the assessor, are: the first one is grammar, the second one is vocabulary, and the third one is communicative competence. So for all these three skills, the criteria, there will be band 1 until band 6. The interlocutor uses the overall spoken performance skill from band 1 to band 6. And the level of the test is CEFR B1 to B2, and the highest result is at C1. Let's take a look at part 1. So part 1 is an interview. There are two questions asked. Basically, it's all about general questions. For example, about your personal information, family background, daily routines, hobbies, what else? Those general things that we want to get to know you. Just general knowledge. That's about part 1. So it's simple, it's direct, it's very casual, and interlocutor will ask different question to each candidate. So candidate A and candidate B will not receive the same question. For example, the interlocutor asks candidate A, "What's your name?" And then the candidate B, she will ask, "Where do you live?" So they will never receive the same set of question. And if the candidates fail to respond to the question, the interlocutor will use backup prompts, which is the interlocutor will ask the question differently. Contohnya ditanya namakan, "What is your name?" The candidate failed to respond to it. Maybe, and then the interlocutor will say, "What should I call you? Should I call you?" So something like that. That's how they will make a student to be able to speak up. Whatever it is, there must be ways to make sure that they speak. They utter at least a word, speak a sentence, whatever it takes. Right? And for this part, for the interview, it will take 3 to 4 minutes. Moving on, the next one, part 2. This is a longer terms. Basically, it will talk about a specific topic. So there will be a lot more question asked here. You have to respond each of the question, and you have to answer a question each based on friends' responses or topic. For example, the candidate A received a topic on family celebration, and then this is what candidate B. Candidate B will receive a topic about a family celebration, and the interlocutor will ask candidate A about a question from this topic as well. So they will macam like cross. You have to be alert on your partner's topic, which means you will be asked for your topic and you will be asked about your partner topic. Your topic perhaps will be, you will have to answer question about your topic first. For example, candidate A will have the topic about a person that you respect, and candidate B will have about family celebration. So you will answer questions related to your topic first, and then before the end of the session, you will be asked about a question from your from a candidate from your partner's topic, a question, just a question, and vice versa. Meaning that your partner will have to respond to his or her topic, and then at the end of the session, he or she will be asked about your topic. But there's only one question. Awak akan ditanya. Jadi awak kena alert juga. Awak kena ambil kisah juga. Pasal awak kena dengar apa yang berlaku dalam bilik tu. You have to pay attention and you have to listen very well so that you know what should you expect to be asked next. And you'll be given 20 seconds to prepare. Prepare means you have to look at the question and you have to think. That's it. Nothing else. Okay. And then After 20 seconds, you will be given 1 minute to talk about the topic. So just talk, answer the question, and if you don't really get to respond to the question, the interlocutor will use backup prompts. He or she will ask the question differently. Maksudnya kalau awak tak dapat jawab cara soalan dengan soalan A, dia akan ubah sedikit soalan tu, maksud yang sama supaya mudahkan sikit untuk awak jawab as long as you speak up. So this is when when the candidate really struggles to answer, to respond, to speak up in front of the interlocutor. Then the interlocutor will help to make sure that he or she will speak and then accomplish the task. That's about part 2. Let's take a look at part 3. Part 3 is a discussion. Well, this is a bit more challenging, where candidate A and candidate B, they will have a paired discussion for 4 to 5 minutes. And the task will have 2 parts. The first part is a 2-minute discussion with the partner. You will be given a topic to discuss, maybe an issue. For example, homeschooling. The topic will be homeschooling or a current issue which is related to you. For the first part, there will be 2-minute discussion with your partner. You will receive the topic on the question paper, so both of you will take a look at it. There will be details given in the topic, so macam adalah isi kat dalam tu kan, and then you looking at the topic and then the points given there. Tengok 20 saat, then you prepare to discuss with your partner. You have to give opinion about the topic. You have to talk about the topic. You have to discuss in further. Basically, you have to refer to the question, look, and try to respond. And you have to take turn. You cannot just, you are the only one who talk, another one do not have the chance to speak up. So you should be fair. And then a 1-minute discussion to come up with a decision together. For example, when we talk about online learning, a decision where you compare that which platform is the best for students to learn online, is it using Google Meet or Zoom, something like that. Perhaps that's how I have in mind. And then you have to come to the discussion, to a decision together. And then after that, there will be a slightly 2-minute discussion. Both candidates will have to give opinion about the topic. And after that is the end of speaking test. There is a link where I happen to come across as I studied about this format. There's a video showing modeling how speaking test is carried out, and I will provide the link here in the description. So let's take a look at listening 1119 paper 4. So there are 4 parts. Compulsory, you have to answer all questions. Kena jawab semua soalan. Each audio will be repeated twice. I repeat, each audio will be repeated twice. Part 1, there will be monologue or announcement. There will be 7 MCQ question. MCQ maksudnya multiple choice questions, which has A, B, C. And for part 2, there will be a longer audio. It becomes even more challenging. And there will be 8 MCQ question. Then for part 3, there will be matching. You have to match, padankan, match the speaker with the ideas. There are 7 choices, ada 7 pilihan. And 5 correct answer, plus 2 distractors. So there are only 5 correct answer, and another 2 answer is incorrect, of course, as your distractor. This is how it becomes a bit more challenging, where you cannot just simply tembak, shoot the answer. You have to really consider it. And then for part 4, get filled, where you have to fill in the blanks with words. And when we talk about fill in the blanks, there will be a specific instruction saying that you have to fill in the blanks with 1 word or 2 word or 3 words. So you have to read the instructions clearly. And that's about it about listening. Hopefully that you will understand it well. And if there's any just ask away. And again, this is a collaboration. The slides again mainly prepared by teacher Nakia, and I'm the one who prepared the model answer. And with this collaborative teaching, hopefully that we can benefit many of students and teachers out there. So with that, thank you so much.
Oh, your
Assalamualaikum.
eyes
Bye.
hear my heart. You can't see what